All right, getting into your forecast, as I mentioned before, drier air still beginning to build here slowly but surely. Our local temperatures are cooling because we've got some northeasterly wind kind of going over this ridge and it's kind of bringing in some cooler air for us. And as that happens, our temperatures are going to be in the middle 70s down to the upper 60s in the forecast today. But once this starts to move a little bit more to the east, we'll go from the opposite side with warmer air coming up from the south, and that'll start to warm us up gradually by a few degrees. We'll call it 2 to about 4 degrees warmer than we were from today going into tomorrow, and then eventually we'll continue to warm you up into the 80s going into the weekend, and then some 90s returning as we get into the middle portion of next week. La Crosse looking at temperatures from 58 to about 67 degrees today. Plenty of sunshine for us out there as well. We'll also find ourselves with drier conditions in the forecast as well. Look at all that sunshine for Eau Claire today. Total festival weather for everybody that's going to come around and take a look at the festivals over the next few days, or a couple of days at least. Showers and storm activity could return as we get into Saturday, but starting in the Friday night all the way to Saturday, so prepare yourself for that. But we're also going to be seeing sunnier skies coming in for Sunday. But look at all this sunshine across the board for everybody here. So get out and enjoy this local weather while you can, where it's very comfortable indeed on your skin to go through the forecast. You get into Eau Claire, you're looking at 74 degrees and 73 in Ladysmith. We had a lot of rainfall yesterday. In fact, we'll see drier conditions as we go through today, finishing out by the 9 o'clock hour, clearing skies for the better part of the day, and then carrying over into Friday morning, going through sunrise. You'll be seeing the possibility of drier conditions in the forecast as well, with upper 50s in the forecast. Getting into the noon hour, 70s starting to boot. Remember, by the time we were in the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour in the morning, we were already seeing 80s. Well, we're back to the 70s now. And then continuing on, storm activity starts to work its way up to the northern portion as we go through the evening hours, and for the evening commute, it's well out of the region, so we're dry for our evening commute. But once we get into Friday night, though, we'll see rainfall cutting across the river and then eventually diving right back down to Winona. Storm activity will continue in. It'll follow suit down to La Crosse going into 3 o'clock hour in the morning. Of course, you'll be sleeping by then, but you'll hear the rumbles going through the region as we go all the way down to the south, with that rainfall continuing by the 5 o'clock hour before sunrise as we go through Saturday. Then eventually we'll see drier conditions coming back again for Saturday afternoon, so you can still get a chance to get out to the festival, enjoy your day, going all the way through Saturday night, though clear and drier conditions, so you'll finish out with great weather for everybody. Temperatures are in the 60s by then once we get into the midnight hour. And of course, you can look for Friday, as I mentioned before, some cloud cover with a 20% chance of rainfall for Eau Claire. You get into La Crosse, you've got mostly cloudy skies. That'll finish out your day, but you're still holding on to temperatures in the 70s, quite comfortable indeed. We'll go all the way to Friday night into Saturday, and you'll be seeing rainfall potential about 2 inches or less in the forecast. And as we go into it down to the south, you'll see maybe up to 3 inches you get into Boscobel. We'll go into the next few days holding on to conditions much cooler for the next couple of days. Some rainfall and storms on Saturday, sunnier on Sunday, with more rain and storms coming in for the middle portion to the latter portion of the week. Be safe.